It's really great to use a responsibility chart when you're working with kids. This is a perfect example of something that's magnetic and easy to move around. You've got many choices from getting dressed, making your bed. You've got other things down here. You can also use this whiteboard to write on for the children. And then the days of the week, it's good for them to just see what they accomplished throughout the day. And then it's good to give them a prize, a sticker at the end of the day, or they're working towards something. Some children work really well when you have a visual schedule for them. Sometimes you need to use pictures.
Kids with ADHD or autism want to be independent. Try Goalie, the visual scheduler that guides them through routines so you don't have to. Goalie, reinventing routines.
Other times you can just use written words for a visual schedule. Here we have an example of something very simple and easily homemade. It's for a hand washing sequence. So turning on the water, washing your hands or getting your hands wet, using the soap, scrubbing and making bubbles, and then drying your hands off. You can put words if your child can read at the bottom, so that helps them. You can make them in color, black and white, whatever works for you and your child. Also, when you're doing activities of daily living, such as dressing, brushing teeth, eating, washing hands, try to use more gentle physical prompts instead of using a lot of language. Don't ask the child, what's next? What do you do next? What comes after? A lot of the children that have special needs, or even typical children, that processing time when you're asking them a lot of questions becomes way too much for them. If you use something simple just like this, and the kids really can figure it out. You can also use clip art from your computer, or you can have the kids even draw, and that makes it more appropriate and fun for them. You can do sequences for any type of activity, whether it's using the bathroom, brushing your teeth, getting dressed in the morning, whatever works for your child in the home. You can use these in the classroom as well.
For families living with ADHD or autism, preventing meltdowns is everything. Goalie reduces stress by enabling kids to complete routines independently. Goalie, reinventing routines.
One of the things that I know can be tricky for children is toilet training. When you're working on toilet training with your child, make sure that you try different things. They can read a book while they're waiting and trying to use the bathroom. They can watch a video, sing songs. It's also fun to try different types of seats. Some are cushy, some are soft. Sometimes even the cold seat is actually tactily defensive for a child, or maybe it's a sensory thing for them. One particular child that I worked with had a lot of sensory issues when trying to toilet train. We would try to use a smaller potty when we began, and then when we moved to the larger toilet, he wanted to be close to the water so it didn't splash up on him. Sometimes boys can practice sitting first, and then you can move to a standing position when they're ready for that. When you're working on tying shoes, it's best to start with the shoe off of the foot. One of the tricks that I like to do is to dye half of the lace one color and leave the other color, so that the kids can see when they're tying it each side, and it makes it a little easier visually. This is a great oral motor strengthening activity. Odin is drinking a thick fruit smoothie, which is harder to get up through the straw, and he has to use more lip strength to drink it.
Okay, you guys, who likes applesauce?
Drinking applesauce, pudding, or any liquids through a straw also helps with organizing the sensory system. You can experiment with a host of thicker liquids that your child may like to drink through a straw, such as pudding, soups that are warm, not hot, and milkshakes. Now, you know why we're going to drink applesauce through a straw? Because it really makes your lips strong, and it helps kind of calm your body down when you drink through a straw. So, I want to see if you can drink that. When you drink through a straw or a sports bottle, or for young children a sippy cup, this makes the mouth, tongue, and cheeks work hard to get the liquid, thus providing deep pressure and helps calm and organize the body. If a child is having difficulty transitioning or getting ready for school, drinking through a straw makes the child's physical and thought processes focus on getting the thick liquid into their mouth,
More?
which puts the other sensory systems on back burner alert, or it calms them.
I like to take 2 minutes to get up to the straw.
Okay.
I'm going to run.
Sit down, Odin, and wait for us.
Can I tell who do they need later